Saint Martin de Porres, the saint of humility and charity. Early life and background. Full name, Martín de Porres Velázquez. Born December 9th, 1579, in Lima, Peru. Died November 3rd, 1639, aged 60. Feast day, November 3rd. Patron saint of mixed race people, the poor, social justice, barbers, and public health workers. Saint Martin de Porres was the son of Don Juan de Porres, a Spanish nobleman, and Ana Velázquez, a freed black woman from Panama. Because of his mixed heritage, Martin faced discrimination and poverty from an early age. Yet, even as a child, he showed deep kindness, humility, and compassion toward the sick, the poor, and even animals. 2. Vocation and entry into religious life. At the age of 12, Martin became an apprentice to a barber surgeon, learning both the art of haircutting and basic medicine. He soon began treating the sick and poor freely, combining skill with prayer and compassion. When he was 15, he joined the Dominican convent of the Holy Rosary in Lima as a lay helper, since people of African descent were not yet allowed to become full members of the religious order. Despite this limitation, Martin lived his vocation with great humility and dedication. He performed menial tasks, cleaning, cooking, laundry, with joy and love, seeing Christ in every person he served. 3. A life of humility and service. Martin's heart overflowed with mercy. He cared for the sick, the poor, the abandoned, and even the stray animals that others despised. He founded an orphanage and a hospital for children. He also organized daily distributions of food and medicine to the needy. His love extended to every creature of God. Dogs, cats, birds, and mice were all treated with gentleness and respect. Because of his remarkable charity, people began calling him Martin the Charitable, the father of the poor, and friend of all creation. 4. Virtues and miracles. Saint Martin lived a life of deep prayer, self-denial, and obedience. He ate little, slept on the floor, and devoted many nights to Eucharistic adoration. Many miracles were attributed to him even during his lifetime. He was seen levitating during prayer. He healed the sick instantly. He multiplied food for the hungry. He could appear in 2 places at once, by location. Even wild animals obeyed his voice and approached him peacefully. But Martin's greatest miracle was his love, a love that crossed racial, social, and religious boundaries. 5. Death and canonization. Saint Martin de Porres died peacefully on November 3rd, 1639, surrounded by his Dominican brothers. The entire city of Lima mourned his passing. Both rich and poor came to honor him. In 1763, Pope Clement XIII declared him blessed. On May 6, 1962, Pope John XXIII canonized him as a saint of the Universal Church, calling him a shining example of Christian charity and the dignity of every human being. Saint Martin de Porres became the first Black saint of the Americas, a symbol of unity, equality, and love. 6. Spiritual legacy. Saint Martin de Porres continues to inspire millions today. He reminds us that there are no color differences in heaven, only love and mercy. He is a model for humility in service, compassion for the poor, justice for the oppressed, respect for all living creatures. His life proclaims a timeless truth. To love God is to serve others selflessly. 7. Prayer to Saint Martin de Porres. O gentle Saint Martin, model of humility and charity, teach us to love as you loved, beyond color, class, or condition. May we serve the poor with joy, the sick with compassion, and the world with peace. Through your intercession, may we be healed in body and spirit, and may our hearts reflect the love of Christ. Amen. 8. Message from his life. Humility is strength. Charity is the language of God. Every act of kindness brings heaven closer to earth. Saint Martin's example calls us to live with hearts open to love, to be instruments of peace in a divided world.